husband left me for his work wife. Now she's mad that I refuse to have a relationship with them. My ex-husband Tom left me for his work wife Tammy 2 years ago. I never liked her, even before I found out about the relationship. The first time I met her at a work event, she told me while I was heavily pregnant with my youngest, "Better up your wife game or I might steal him off you." Well, 3 months later, she did. This woman literally came with him to help pack the day he moved out and tried to have a one-on-one conversation about how she wanted our relationship to go forward because she was going to be in my life. Then she said as a joke, "Told you I'd steal him away." Not gonna lie, I'm thankful she did, because when my ex commented on her being 23 and her brain not being fully developed, I got the ick so bad it turned my heartbreak into relief. I got everything in the divorce because and gave 50-50 custody for our kids' sake. I'm civil for the sake of my kids so we can both attend events without drama, but other than that, I couldn't care less about them. Around June, Tammy came instead of Tom for pickup and practically skipped toward me to show off her engagement ring, saying she wanted me as a bridesmaid along with my daughters. She got upset because I just said, during her whole conversation, per Tom's text a few hours later. The same happened again in September when she told me she was pregnant, which again, my zero F's given upset her. When she told me the second I opened the car door, "Tom's finally getting a son," I sarcastically replied, "I'm sure Lord Tom's excited for an heir to take over his lands and titles." December was the last time I saw her until today at drop-offs with Tom. As they approached me, I noticed Tammy didn't look pregnant anymore. Tammy tearfully said, "We lost the baby." I didn't answer, just told Tom our second daughter has a birthday party tomorrow at 3, and the oldest has gymnastics at 5. Tammy screamed at me, calling me a heartless B-word. Tom said I could show a little humanity towards Tammy and, regardless of my feelings, she is my kid's stepmother. I told Tom I didn't care about what he was going through because outside our kids, I don't care about them, and I don't owe Tammy anything. He called me an a-hole along with other things and left. Usually, this wouldn't bother me. However, my ex-in-laws, who I have a good relationship with, have told me I should have shown Tammy some empathy and at the very least pretended to care for the sake of the kids. Update 1. I texted Tom today regarding Tammy's mental state. I prefer that he or his mom handle all the pickups from now on, and if Tammy's mental health deteriorates further, I want the girls full-time for a couple of weeks until it is a healthier environment for the kids. Tom attempted to call me, but I communicated via text. He expressed a desire to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah, that is not going to happen. He then mentioned his desire for family therapy involving himself, me, Tammy, and the kids. I stated that if he believes the kids require therapy, I would be happy to locate a therapist upon which we both can agree. However, he kept steering the conversation back to us. After a few hours of realizing it was going nowhere, I simply left him on read. I called my ex-in-laws and informed them about the situation, explaining that I do not wish to be involved with anything concerning Tammy and Tom unless it involves my kids. I reminded them that I have expressed multiple times that I do not care, and I do not desire anything more than a civil co-parenting relationship. I told them that even though I value my friendship with the family, I will go no contact if it occurs again. My mother-in-law apologized, stating that she was very emotional because, at the end of the day, Tom was her son, and he was heartbroken, plus the baby was her grandchild. I completely understood and forgave her. Now, here is where it gets weird. Tammy appeared at my house, and I have watched enough true crime shows to know not to open the door. I engaged and recorded her through the doorbell camera. She was crying, expressing her apologies, and stating that she simply wanted to be my friend. Then she said that I needed to forgive her because she lost her baby as karma for what she did to me. I just kept telling Tammy to leave my property because I did not want to hear it. I do not comprehend why I was brought into this situation because I was looking forward to a tranquil weekend. I called the police, then my brother, and finally Tom. She did not get arrested or anything, but Tom talked to my brother and said he was taking her home, and he agreed it is best if I have the girls full-time for now. My girls are at home safely, and my brother will be staying with me for the foreseeable future. I will be seeing a lawyer for the first time on Monday about full custody and a restraining order because I have a sinking feeling that it is going to get worse. Update 2. I spoke to a lawyer today. With all the evidence and witnesses on my side, I have a good chance of obtaining full custody. However, it is only day 1, and nothing has started yet. I agreed to allow Tom to come over to visit the kids whenever he wanted, so when he arrived yesterday evening and went into the garden with the kids, I took a shower. Upon exiting the bathroom, he cornered me about wanting to talk. I informed him that it was not the appropriate time and told him either to go out to the girls or leave. He started saying he made a mistake, Tammy was a nutcase, and he wanted to come home to us. I told him to get the F out of my house and that there is no us. Then he attempted to forcibly engage in a makeout session, to put it politely. Thankfully, my brother heard the commotion and came running. Unfortunately, the kids overheard everything when my brother and Tom started fighting. I was in complete shock at the time and unable to try to do anything to help the situation, even when Tom was being taken away. I was too scared to move and could not confront my crying children. I do not know how to proceed with Tom moving forward, but I am certain that I cannot face him ever again, even with supervision from my father or brother, who both work in law enforcement. Tammy has sent hundreds of messages to me and my two oldest daughters, but I cannot block her due to my lawyer's request. My ex-in-laws have reached out and informed me that they will assist me in whatever way I require. His sisters have disowned him, but this is still very recent, they might change their minds. I plan to relocate after everything is sorted out, so I will never cross paths with Tammy again. Thank you all for your love and support. Hopefully, I can provide you all with a positive update in the future.